54. Yan. So, 54. So, marami namang, majority above naman. Okay, so yes, let's start. So, number one, so which chemical substance is the obligate precursor for the synthesis of steroid hormones? So, pag steroid hormones, it's always cholesterol, di ba? Wait lang. Kailangan ko pala makita yung answers nyo. Okay, sige. Okay, so the answer is letter B. So number two, in the adenyl cyclase second messenger system, which enzyme is responsible for degrading cyclic AMP? So, dapat ang choices nyo lang dito would be A or C. So, A, adenyl cyclase would increase cyclic AMP, siya yung gumagawa. The one that would degrade or break down cyclic AMP would be phosphodiesterase, letter C. Hala, siyam lang yung correct. Okay. So, please take note that's the difference between your adenyl cyclase and phosphodiesterase. Number three, where are thyroid hormone receptors primarily located within a target cell? So, thyroid hormone receptors is it's an intracellular receptor, and specifically it's intranuclear, inside the nucleus. So letter B. Okay, number four, which type of chemical signaling occurs when a hormone regulates nearby cells without ever passing through the systemic circulation? So parang ano to, the clue here is nearby cells. So that would be paracrine signaling. Number four, letter D. Okay. And then number five, what is the primary mechanism of action for steroid hormones upon binding to their receptors? So, di ba, pag it will now form the hormone receptor complex. Then after that, it can now activate or inhibit gene expression, which is through induction of DNA transcription and protein synthesis. So, letter C lang. And then number six, receptor downregulation mainly promotes. So, keyword is downregulation. Nag-downregulate yung receptor, kumonte. Yan. So, kung kumonte yung receptor, there should be a reduction of tissue sensitivity. Letter C lang. Okay, so majority of you got it naman. Okay. Number seven, a group of scientists is testing a new lipophilic hormone. Which of the following is not a characteristic of this hormone? So, non-polar. Okay. Sige, two answers pala yung pwede dito, no? So, it does not, di ba? It does not activate a GPCR, and at the same time, it should not, di ba, activate the JAK-STAT pathway kasi JAK-STAT pathway is an enzyme link receptor. So, dalawa dapat yung answer dito. So, I'll correct na lang yung yung key, number 7. So, may 8% na madadagdagan ng score. Okay. Number 8, which statement best describes the comparison between the nervous system and the endocrine system? So, letter A, both systems utilize rapid signals and brief durations. This is only true for the nervous system. Letter B, endocrine rapid, nervous slow, baliktad. That's why the best answer is letter C. So, nervous signals are rapid and brief, endocrine signals are slow and long. Okay. Number 8, from which embryological structure is the anterior pituitary derived? So that would be letter D, Ratke's pouch. Madali lang to. So majority of you got it naman. Okay, number 10, in adults, which prohormone serves as the major source for ACTH, beta endorphin, and MSH? So that would be POMC. Yeah. Okay, so majority got this also. Okay, number 11, a short loop negative feedback mechanism is best described by which of the following? Short loop. Ayan. So, dapat the best answer here would be letter A. So, yung anterior pituitary inhibiting the hypothalamus. The rest, long loop na to. Letter C and D, and then letter B is a shorter, yung ultra short loop. Number 12, what is the physiological effect of somatostatin on the anterior pituitary? So, pag somatostatin is mainly inhibitory. So, it suppresses growth hormone and TSH. Yeah. Letter D is not the answer kasi mainly, physiologically, it should be dopamine. Diba? Yung, yung suppressor ng prolactin. And then number 13, true of the hypothalamo-hypophyseal portal system. So that would be, so hypothalamus would release the transport, that would release the releasing and inhibitory hormones, which eventually would reach the anterior pituitary gland. So that would be letter D. Number 13, may nag-answer ng ano, ng letter B and letter C. So mali 'yun, 'di ba? Letter C ano 'yun, function ng sa ano, posterior, 'di ba? Pituitary. And it's a direct connection between the hypothalamus. So hindi siya yung answer. Okay, number 14, which of the following is an example of positive feedback in the endocrine system? So, isa lang. Estrogen, among the choices, isa lang. Letter B, estrogen stimulating the LH surge. So, classic example of positive feedback. Okay, number 15. A patient is diagnosed with an endocrine disorder caused by a lesion in the anterior pituitary gland. So, this is classified as a secondary disease. Letter B. Okay. Number 16, why is the posterior pituitary lobe considered a neural part of the gland? Kasi it's, 'di ba, it stores and releases hormones synthesized in the hypothalamus. So, siya yung may direct connection with the hypothalamus. The letter B lang. Number 17, which cell type in the thyroid gland is responsible for the secretion of calcitonin? So, that would be the parafollicular cells or the C cells. Letter C. Okay. So, 47% got this. Number 18, thyroid hormones are synthesized as derivatives of which amino acid? So, di ba, it comes from the tyrosine. Kaya nga siya, di ba, triiodotyrone. Yun. Or tetraiodotyrone. Kasi it comes from tyrosine. Okay. Number 19, how do chronically high levels of T3 affect the hypothalamic pituitary thyroid axis? Okay. So, number 19, so 50% got the correct answer. That's letter A. So, di ba, pag masyadong mataas yung hormone level for long periods of time, there will be downregulation of the receptors. That's why you'll have decreasing sensitivity. So, best answer is letter A. Number 20, which statement correctly describes the transport of thyroxine in the blood? So, number 20, okay. So, thyroxine being a non-polar hormone, di ba, it's protein bound. It should be protein bound. Okay, number 21, high concentrations of TSH will cause the thyroid gland to undergo hypertrophy. Kasi diba, TSH is a trophic hormone. So, pag masyado siyang mataas, it increases the cell number and cell size of the thyroid gland. So, nagkakaroon ng hypertrophy of the thyroid gland. Letter C lang. Okay. Number 22, which set of laboratory findings is expected in a patient with Graves' disease? So, Graves' disease, this is a primary endocrine disorder na hyperthyroidism. So we expect a high T4 being a hyperthyroid state. And since it's a primary disorder, we expect the TSH to be decreased due to feedback mechanism. So low TSH, high T4. So 22, okay, 50% got the correct answer. Okay, number 23, what is the correct sequence of steps in the synthesis of thyroid hormones? So there should be uptake first of iodide, and then there should be oxidation from iodide to iodine, and then organification, attachment of iodine to thyroglobulin to form MIT-DIT, and then you have coupling to form T3 and T4. So best answer is letter D. Okay. Number 24, which zone of the adrenal cortex is the primary site for the synthesis of aldosterone? So aldosterone, ito yung sa outermost of the cortex, which is glomerulosa. So madali lang. Letter A. Number 25, which the synthesis of epinephrine occurs in the adrenal medulla because of the presence of which enzyme? So in our adrenal medulla, we only have this enzyme, yung phenyl and methyltransferase, which is responsible for transporting the methyl group from SAM to norepinephrine to make it epinephrine. So that would be letter D. Okay. So 71% got the correct answer. Okay. Number 26, in the systemic circulation, the majority of cortisol is transported bound to which specific protein? Best answer is transcortin. Other name of transcortin is your cortisol binding globulin. So letter D. Majority of you answered albumin. Albumin, ano siya? Hindi siya yung major, siya yung second uh, significant, next significant na transporter for cortisol. Pero ang most important would be the transcortin or cortisol binding globulin. Okay, number 27, which substance acts as the primary regulator for aldosterone synthesis by depolarizing the cells of zona glomerulosa? So, di ba, in renal, RAAS, di ba? Renin-angiotensin aldosterone system. Yun. You have the secretion of angiotensin 2, which would promote aldosterone synthesis. So, letter B. 27. Okay, may nag-answer pa rin ng ACTH. So, remember ACTH, it has minimal to no effect kay zona glomerulosa. Yeah. So mainly si angiotensin 2 and hyperkalemia as the main stimuli for aldosterone synthesis. Okay, number 28, a patient who has been taking exogenous glucocorticoids for 6 months suddenly stops the medication. So which of the following is most likely to occur? So long periods of time taking exogenous glucocorticoids. So this will exert negative feedback sa anterior pituitary. So this will result in decreased ACTH production. So bababa si ACTH. Yeah. So decreased ACTH will cause atrophy of the adrenal cortex. Yeah. Tapos bigla siyang nag-stop. But since the adrenal cortex are atrophied, okay, there will be insufficiency of the adrenal hormones. Yan. So, kaya nagkakaroon ng letter C, which is yung secondary adrenal insufficiency. So, this is what we call as your adrenal crisis. Okay, so 50% got the correct answer. 29, in primary adrenal insufficiency, which mechanism best explains the occurrence of skin hyperpigmentation? So, ito naman, this is a primary adrenal insufficiency. So, Addison's disease, for example. So the adrenal cortex is not producing enough cortisol and aldosterone. So as a result, walang negative effect into ACTH. So tataas yung ACTH levels, which eventually would stimulate the melanocytes. Yeah, letter C yung best answer. Okay. Number 30, in a female patient with congenital adrenal hyperplasia caused by a 21 beta hydroxylase deficiency, which best explains the symptoms of masculinization? So, di ba in CAH, okay, what happens here is that cortisol is not produced, but kaya ang nangyayari is the substrates are shifted towards the synthesis of androgens. So nag-i-increase yung adrenal androgen synthesis. Kaya nagkakaroon ng masculinization. Okay. Number 30, ano yung answers ng iba? Letter D and letter B. Okay, letter B, high ACTH levels directly stimulate the gonads to produce. So, mali. Female nga eh. 'Di ba? So hindi ka dapat magpo-produce ng testosterone. And at the same time, ACTH does not affect the gonads. 'Di ba? Yung ACTH receptors natin are only found in our adrenal cortex. Letter D, the enzyme block prevents the peripheral conversion of testosterone to estrogen. So this is also incorrect. Kasi wala namang effect uh, si aromatase, 'di ba? Dito. Hindi naman siya nabablock in 21 beta hydroxylase deficiency. Okay. So the main purpose why you have masculinization here is nag-i-increase lang yung DHEA. Number 31, which substance serves as a reliable clinical marker for beta cell secretory activity? So that's C-peptide lang. Letter B. Okay. Number 32, which specific cell type in the islets of Langerhans is responsible for glucagon? So madali lang, it's alpha cells. May nagkamali pa ba dito? Meron sumagot ng beta cells. Tsaka delta. Okay. So beta is insulin, delta somatostatin. Okay. So alpha glucagon. Number 33, insulin facilitates the uptake of glucose into skeletal muscle and adipose tissue by stimulating the translocation of which transporter? That would be GLUT4. So, di ba sa biochem, ito rin yung insulin-sensitive glucose transporter, GLUT4. Number 34, which of the following serves as a major stimulus for the secretion of glucagon after a meal? So, parang naalala ko, diniscuss natin to during the synchronous that after a meal, we can also have glucagon secretion because proteins or amino acids would also promote glucagon secretion. Yan, so that's letter B. Letter D, the other stimulus for glucagon secretion, sympathetics, that would only happen during stress starvation states.
Ralph? Ano,
Wala.
na-disconnect, no? Disconnect. Disconnect. Tayin lang natin.
Sorry, na-disconnect ako.
Na-disconnect.
Anong number yung last?
Mabilis ka lang naman na-disconnect. Few
Okay.
seconds lang.
Yan. So, dito, di ba, in diabetic ketoacidosis, this is characterized by low insulin. Kaya nga siya diabetes, di ba? Low insulin. Tapos, you have very high levels of glucagon. So, best answer is letter C. 36. Okay. Number 37, in a healthy individual who has been fasting for 24 hours, which metabolic state is most expected in the liver? So, fasting for 24 hours, so we expect the insulin to be low, tapos yung glucagon mataas. So, we expect the insulin-glucagon ratio to be low, and as a result, the liver would predominantly have gluconeogenesis as yung metabolic pathway. So, that's letter C. 37. Okay, 61% got this correct. 38. Which cell type in the bone is responsible for the secretion of FGF23? So that would be osteocytes. Siya lang naman yung bone. Dali pala nito. Siya lang yung bone cell. Okay, 39. What is the primary effect of PTH on the renal handling of phosphate? 39. Okay. So, di ba, PTH, it decreases the reabsorption of phosphate. And that happens at the level of the proximal tubule. So, letter B, yung correct answer. Yun lang naman. Okay, number 40, how does high levels of calcitriol regulate its own axis? So, when you have high levels of vitamin D, di ba, it would suppress PTH expression or PTH release from the parathyroid. So, as a result, bababa din yung effect ni PTH to vitamin D activation. So, letter B is the correct answer. 40. Majority answered letter D. It upregulates the calcium sensing receptor in the kidneys. Okay. So, mali yun, di ba? How do I explain this? Yung calcium sensing receptors, it's important at kay parathyroid gland for the secretion of the parathyroid hormone. So it does not vitamin D does not directly affect these calcium sensing receptors. What your vitamin D directly affects would be it exerts negative feedback sa PTH secretion. That's why the best answer here would be letter B. 40. Okay. Letter A kay 40, it should decrease expression of 1 alpha. Tapos letter C, wala siyang effect sa exocytosis. It directly inhibits the expression pero wala siyang effect sa exocytosis ng preform. Okay, 41. In the integrated response to hypocalcemia, which renal enzymes activity is increased to enhance the production of active vitamin D? So the keyword here is active vitamin D. So the best answer would be 1-alpha hydroxylase, 41. Okay. Number 42. Number 42. Number 42, following the accidental surgical removal of the parathyroid glands, which laboratory profile would confirm this diagnosis? So, na-remove yung parathyroid glands, so we expect the PTH to be low. So, eliminate nyo na yung A or B. So, letter C or D na lang, low PTH. So, di ba, if your PTH is low, you expect your calcium levels to be low as well. And the phosphate to increase. That's why the best answer is letter D. Okay? So letter D lang yung answer. 43, which statement best describes the dual effect of PTH on bone remodeling? So dual effect. So either low levels or high levels. So 43, okay. So 'di ba high levels of PTH would promote rank L secretion and eventually promote bone resorption. Tapos low intermittent levels would promote OPG release and bone formation. Okay. So letter A is wrong. It should be low. Letter C should be high. And then letter D, it should promote osteoblast activity through OPG release. So best answer lang is letter B. And then number 44, leptin acts as a long-term regulator of feeding behavior by sending anorexigenic signals that results in activation of the POMC cart neurons. So anorexigenic. The other one, AGRP and PY neurons, ito yung orexigenic signals. Kapag anorexigenic, it's your POMC cart. Okay? So majority of you got it. Correct. 45, nitric oxide causes a smooth muscle relaxation and vasodilation by increasing the intracellular levels of CGMP. 45. Okay. Okay. So, any questions for endocrine part? Wala naman. Okay, sige. Proceed na tayo sa sexual differentiation. Sige, Dr. Chua.
Okay, 46. So almost everyone got this correct. Genetic sex refers to letter C, XX, or XY. Then 47, marami din tama dito. What is the SRY gene directly responsible for? So it's directly responsible for development of the testes. Then 48, which part of the undifferentiated gonad is expected to develop in a female? So it is the cortex. And for the male, it is the medulla. 49, Sertoli cells of an embryo are responsible for suppressing the development of the Mullerian duct. No? So merong Mullerian inhibiting substance or the anti-Mullerian hormone. Okay, and then numbers 50 to 51, ito medyo marami nagkamali. So this was the figure review, no? So in an experiment, the undifferentiated gonads of a rabbit are removed at the embryonic stage, no? So undifferentiated pa lang yung gonad, tinanggal na. So number 50, if the rabbit is genetically male, which of the following is expected to develop as the fetus matures? No? So tinanggal na yung gonad before the differentiation. So even if there's a Y chromosome, wala nang effect yung Y chromosome. No? So it will follow the default pattern of development, which is female. No? So uterus and vagina will develop. Okay, so letter B. And then 51, so the same rabbit. No? The rabbit's regularly given testosterone starting from the embryonic stage. Which of the following will be seen in the fetus as it matures? No? So walang gonad. So there's no testis, no, there's no gonads, but the rabbit is given testosterone. So the testosterone will cause the development of the Wolffian duct. However, because there's no testis so there is no anti-Mullerian hormone, no, or Mullerian inhibiting substance. So both the Wolffian and the Mullerian duct will develop in this scenario. So letter C ang sagot. Clear ba yon? Medyo marami nagkamali dito. Now, less than half got this correct. May question ba dito? 50 and 51? No questions? Moving on to 52. Which of the following is lethal? So letter D is lethal. No, the X chromosome is essential for life. 53. The manifestation of this chromosomal abnormality may be mild due to the phenomenon of X inactivation in females. No, so that describes letter B, the triple X syndrome. No, so because of X inactivation, which is the where the female cells will randomly inactivate the extra X chromosomes. So the manifestation of that will be mild, can be mild. Okay. 54. Ito medyo marami nagkamali. An 18-year-old patient sought consultation since she had not had her menarche. On examination, breast and pubic hair are at Tanner stage 5, so developed na yung breast and pubic hair. Ultrasound, she was found to have absent uterus, undescended testes. No? So meron siyang testes, pero parang walang naging effect yung testes. No? Parang walang naging effect on the body. So what is the most likely diagnosis? So it's letter C, complete androgen resistance. No? So the testosterone secreted by the testes, walang effect because of the androgen resistance. So the body followed the female development. But because meron pa ring testes and the testes secretes the Mullerian inhibiting substance, the development of the uterus is suppressed. Okay, so that is letter C. So chromosomally, the patient would probably be XY, no? Normal na XY, but the testosterone had no effect, no? The androgen had no effect. Okay, this is not true hermaphroditism. True hermaphroditism would require having both ovaries and testes, no? Both ovaries and testes. Dito, testes na. Okay. And 55. Questions pa for 54? No questions. Let's go to 55. First event is Thelarch, letter C. So most got this correct. Okay, 56. Which of the following has precocious puberty? So precocious puberty is development of so mataas na yung Tanner staging na, no? Advanced Tanner staging at a young age. So which of the following has precocious puberty among the choices? So it is letter D, male with Tanner 5 penis at 9 years old. Okay, so A is normal, B is normal, no? C is also normal. 57. Which body part is not evaluated in the Tanner staging of female? So it is the armpit, na hindi naman siya kasama sa Tanner staging. Areola is evaluated as part of the breast, no? When you evaluate the breast, part na doon is you evaluate the contour din ng areola, no? Okay. 58. 58 and 59, so match spermatogenesis with its description. Okay. So walang choice E sa ating zip grade choices, no? But fortunately, the answer hindi naman kasama yung E dun sa answer, no? So 58 is B and 59 is D. Okay, 58 is B and 59 is D. Okay. Sige. Then for number 60, the sperm exits the epididymis using this structure. So that's the vas deferens. Then 61, which statement is true of sperm after they mature. So that's the function of the epididymis. They're stored and decapacitated, not capacitated. They're decapacitated in the epididymis. Then 62, which statement is true of the Leydig cells. So the Leydig cells will help stimulate spermatogenesis. No, the rest of the choices refer to the Sertoli cells. 63, a patient is given medication that blocks the conversion of testosterone to dihydrotestosterone. What is the expected effect? So the answer is letter C. So letter C, yung specific to dihydrotestosterone, the rest are effects of testosterone. Then 64, which of the following does not directly suppress LH and FSH? So it is intratesticular testosterone, di ba? Meron tayong loophole, di ba? In the feedback mechanism. So blood testosterone and inhibin can affect LH and FSH, but intratesticular testosterone does not directly affect LH and FSH. And then 65, healthy male decides to inject himself with testosterone. What's the expected side effect? So it will suppress the testicular function, again, because of negative feedback. Okay. 66. No, so clarify ko lang for 65. No, so if you inject with exogenous testosterone, it will not increase your testicular function kasi the testicles will require much higher levels of testosterone, diba? The intratesticular testosterone is much higher than the blood testosterone. So negligible yung effect nun sa testis if you and it will not increase, no? It will not increase the function of the testis, since the testis requires much higher levels of testosterone. Rather, it will actually suppress the testis because of negative feedback. 66, which situation will likely lead to poor spermatogenesis but high intratesticular testosterone? Okay, poor spermatogenesis but high intratesticular testosterone. So dysfunction in the androgen receptors of Sertoli cells, letter A. No? So the Sertoli cells, diba, they are the nurse cells. So you have poor spermatogenesis if you have if the Sertoli cells cannot respond to the testosterone. Okay? Pero the intratesticular testosterone will still be high, no? Because of the kung functional pa rin yung Leydig cells. Okay, and then 67. Okay, medyo marami nagkamali dito. Secretions from which gland will help block or delay sperm capacitation? So that's the function of these secretions of the seminal vesicles. Okay, and then 68, 69. Match the step in the male sexual act with its description. So 68, parasympathetic nerve stimulate bulbourethral gland secretion, that's lubrication. And then 69 is sympathetic impulses cause peristalsis of the vas deferens, that is emission. Okay, emission. Then 70, researcher is trying to discover more drugs that can help treat erectile dysfunction. Which of the following drugs should the researcher focus on developing? So that is letter D. No? You stimulate nitric oxide secretion and block CGMP degradation, so that will help prolong the erection. No? So nitric oxide will cause the vasodilation to fill up the penis with blood, and then you block CGMP degradation to prolong that dilation, no, that vasodilation. Okay, may questions ba for sex differentiation and male reproductive physiology? Kung walang questions, tuloy natin. Okay, sa female naman. Kaninong part to? Okay,
Jackie.
Jackie. Dito ba si Jackie?
Parang wala ata siya.
Ako na lang.
Sige.
Dito na po.
Ay, ayan.
Number 71 po. Ito po.
Mhm.
Number 71, rapid depletion of ovarian reserve will lead to what condition? Again, no ovary being suspicious. Ano po? Letter B, premature ovarian insufficiency. Parang lahat sila na dito. Number 72, a 25-year-old woman is unable to develop a dominant follicle during her menstrual cycle, which is the most likely cause of her condition. Answer is letter B, increased LH secretion during the ovulatory phase. Seventy-three, what is the expected effect on
Sorry,
GNR
medyo
secretion?
nawala yung voice mo doon.
Nawala. 72, a 25-year-old woman is unable to develop a dominant follicle during her menstrual cycle, which is most likely cause of her condition. The answer is letter B, increased early secretion during the ovulatory phase. 73, what is the
I
expected
think maraming nagkamali dito.
Marami
Isa lang yung tama. Isa lang nag-answer ng B and most answered D. So, can you explain siguro yung reason bakit B yung sagot?
check ko lang. Hindi po siya A kasi increased estrogen rate follicular, di ba it happens only after dominant follicle selection? Ay, Dok, nagkamali po ata ako. Sorry, Dok, nagkamali ako ng answer. The correct answer po pala dito is letter D, decrease FSH early follicular
Okay.
phase. Dok.
Okay.
Kaya pala mali sila, Dok.
Okay.
Hindi ko lang na-change siguro, Dok.
So, maraming merong +1.
Check. Letter D po talaga na things na work. Kasi yung B, it occurs later follicle must already be dominant. Tapos, yung letter C, hindi siya kasi post-ovulatory event siya. Then letter D yung right answer because FSH is required for follicular recruitment and dominance. Kaya marami nga nagsagot ng letter D. So, 72. 73, what is the expected effect on GnRH secretion if there is impaired Kiss-15 secretion? 66 got it right. Answer is B. Why? Because without the Kiss-15, di ba, decrease ang GnRH. Then 74, how does estrogen affect the collagen content of the skin? Actually, di ba kapag may estrogen, mas maganda ang collagen ng babae, mas fresh tingnan. So, the answer is D, increase. Estrogen promotes collagen synthesis and skin thickness. 75. 74. Pababa lang po ako. Doc 75 po. What is expected during the follicular phase when estrogen levels fail to increase? Kapag wala tayong during follicular phase, pag hindi nag-increase ang estrogen tayo, there's no LH surge, di ba? Bakit? High estrogen, it triggers your positive feedback. So, doon siya magkakaroon ng LH surge. 76. Which factor will increase GnRH pulse frequency? It's low progesterone. Letter D. 77. Which of the following occurs immediately after ovulation? Medyo madali lang po yung tanong. After ovulation, magkakaroon tayo ng corpus luteum formation. '78. Which hormone prepares the endometrium for implantation? Again, it's either A or D lang ang magiging sagot nyo. It's the progesterone. Siya ang responsible for the thickness of the endometrium. in the preparation for your implantation of the embryo. 79, during ovulation, which stage of oocyte is released? Dito, may sumagot ng oogonia. Oogonia and oogonium, di ba pareho? So the answer only is secondary. Primary or secondary lang ang pagpipilian ko. 80. During the periovulatory phase of the dominant follicle, at which stage do granulosa cells begin secreting angiogenic factors? It's the early corpus luteum stage. 81. Which is true about the atretic follicles? Again, the answer is C. Theca cells retain LH receptors. 82. Which event is most directly triggered by LH surge? Alin ba dito? It's the follicular rupture. 83. Which structure degenerates into corpus albicans? From corpus luteum, magiging corpus albicans. 84. Which of the following mechanism helps maintain meiotic arrest in oocytes within antral follicles? It's your elevated CAMP levels. 85. Which endometrial phase produce tortuosaculated glands? It is your secretory phase. Kasi menstrual, di ba, shedding, then proliferative. Yung glands nyo, it is straight and tubular. Then 86, during the proliferative phase, which of the following cellular effects is primarily mediated by their estrogen? It's letter D, upregulated progesterone receptor expression, because estrogen primes endometrium by increasing the progesterone receptors during the luteal phase. Okay. Any questions sa female po?
Okay, so for pregnancy, can you hear me? Okay naman yung sound, no? So for pregnancy, lactation and parturition. So for 87 to 88, there's a case. So 28-year-old pregnant woman with at 26 weeks of gestation visits her OB, no, for checkup. Aside from slightly edematous legs due to prolonged standing and blood pressure of 100 over 60, with pre-pregnancy blood pressure is 120 over 80, the rest of the physical examination was normal. So 87, if her menstrual cycle is regular before pregnancy, what is the best estimate for the conception age? So, ang tinatanong dito conception age, hindi gestation age. So definitely, you have to know yung conception age is basically the time na nag-fertilize siya. Okay, kailan yung fertilization? Fertilization will be day 0. Okay. Gestational age is based on your last menstrual period, yung first day of menses. So with that, yung, di ba, usually 14 days eh. So usually, yung gestation age is 2 weeks earlier than your conception age. So that's why the answer here is 24 weeks. So parang 26 minus 2. Basically, kasi again, yung fertilization is usually the 2 weeks. Yung day 0 of yung fertilization day. So 2 to 3 weeks actually. So obviously here, 26 weeks yung gestation age, 24 or 23 weeks yung conception age. Most of the time. Okay? Or 20, yeah, mga ganun. So 88, her fasting blood sugar revealed 150 milligrams per DL, and the normal value 70 to 100. Which hormone is responsible for her FBG basically? So obviously elevated, diba? Regardless, so anong responsible that will increase it? So majority naman got it correctly, which is the letter C. HPL, or another is your human chorionic somatomamotropin. So HCS is the answer. That is the reason why some pregnant mothers at second trimester nagde-develop sila ng gestational diabetes. Okay? Okay, 89, infertilization. exocytosis of cortical granules is important in preventing what? No? In preventing what? So majority got this correctly. Entry of multiple sperm into the oocyte. Okay, I think wala namang other possible answer there. For numbers 90 to 92, Ralph, pababa lang. So there's a graph here, you would see here, no? That depicts the level of 3 different hormones. This graph was already shown in your lecture as well. Kahit tayo nag-synchronous no, sa lecture ko yan. So number 90. So the 90 shows which hormone serves as the indicator for fetal well-being. So before natin answeran, ano muna natin? Ano yung A, ano yung B, ano yung C? So yung A, obviously, siya yung ating HCG. Yung B, no, you would see, siya yung mas mataas sa umpisa, tapos bababa siya sa end of your pregnancy, that's your progesterone. And letter C is your estrogen. So, ang pagtatanungan nyo lang naman dyan is B and C eh. Pero the answer is letter C. Okay, which is 22 of you got it correct. Number 91, which hormone A, so you're talking about your beta-HCG, di ba? Yung unang tumaas during the first trimester is synthesized by which of the following cell? So, syncytial trophoblast yan. So, yeah, madami naman nagka-correct dito. 92, which of the following is the source of hormone B during the latter part of pregnancy? So, latter part. So, kung namimix mo yung C and B, no, di mo alam sino si estrogen, progesterone dyan. Both of them still synthesized by your placenta during the latter part of pregnancy. So, regardless kung estrogen or progesterone, nalilito ka, dapat kuha mo to, no? Kaya, yeah, madami naman tama. Okay, let's go to 93. So for number 93, which layer can be penetrated by the sperm only through the acrosomal reaction? So na-lecture ni Dr. Hasim, ni Dr. Chua, na-lecture ko rin to. And that will be your zona pellucida. No? It's one of the steps in your fertilization. So, yeah, marami naman tama. Number 94. True about the development of placenta. So, A, there's a mixture of fetal blood and maternal blood. Hindi pwede. Sinabi ko yan. Hindi pwede mag-mix ang dugo ng nanay at ng fetus. So, automatically, A is incorrect. Which is, yeah, konti lang naman nag-answer. Letter B, trophoblastic cells can invade the uterine wall in the myometrium layer. So actually, A pa lang, mali na. So hindi mo pwedeng answer yung all of the above. So parang B and C lang ang aawayin mo dito. No? B and D. Ano bang number to? Number 94, no? B and C pala. Sorry, B and C. So, yung B, hindi tama kasi it should not invade the myometrium layer. Ang placenta natin hanggang endometrial layer lang, hanggang predecidual layer. So actually, letter C is the answer kasi decidualization occurs as a response to implantation of embryo. So, yung A pa lang, maling-mali na. So, hindi yung pwedeng answer all of the above. Okay, so letter C is the best answer here. Okay, nagulat ako maraming sumagot ng all of the above din. No? 34%. No? C and D actually ang away. So, number 95. Which event would promote uterine contraction during the labor? So, sa following choices, so ayun na naman all of the above. No? Pampagulo yung all of the above dyan sa totoo lang. So, giving anesthesia to help the patient calm down. Parang hindi, no? Parang hindi siya nakakatulong pag-contract ng uterus. Kasi, anesthetize eh. Letter B, inserting progesterone. Okay, ano bang progesterone? Di ba? Progesterone allows your uterus to be relaxed, to calm down. Kaya ngayon yung binibigay natin kapag nagkaroon ng threatened abortion. So, hindi siya yung answer sa dito. So, hindi letter B. Number 95, no? Hindi letter B, which is, yun yung majority of you answered it, no? Letter B. So, the best answer is letter C. You have to rupture the amniotic sac to allow prostaglandin to be released, to allow the uterus to contract. Okay? So, letter C is the best answer, not letter B. I think talito kayo sa progesterone and prostaglandin kasi parehas lang pro. So, kaya, yeah, kaya nandyan yung word ng progesterone. Pampagulo siya. But letter C is the best answer. Number 96, a pregnant mother was advised that her fetus has absent sulfatase enzyme. So, which level is most likely affected by the fetus condition? So, ano ba yung sulfatase? So, sulfatase what does it do? It adds sulfate to form your DHEAS. Okay? Or yeah, DHEAS or yung mga may sulfate. So actually, kung affected siya, estrogen will be the one that is impaired. So, wala kang DHEAS, wala kang hydroxy-DHEAS. So, ang effect nun, wala kang estradiol, no? And estradiol. So, letter B is the best answer here. Ang karamihan sumagot ay letter C. Ano ba yung letter C? Beta HCG. Hindi. Hindi siya. So, letter B. Number 97, which is often linked to onset of labor. So, keyword here, onset of labor. Wow. Only 3 got it correctly. The majority letter A. So, onset of labor. So, theory to. Sinabi ko to sa umpisa, di ba? Sa video ng parturition, sabi ko, theory, ano bang nag-start ng lahat? No? It's actually your placental CRA, siya yung time clock. Yung oxytocin, importante siya during delivery na, or during the latter part of your parturition. Pag nag-ongoing na yung labor mo. No? Pero yung nag-onset, sabi nila, siya yung usually yung start or the clock for labor, it's your placental CRA. Okay? So, only 3 got it correctly, ha? So, sobrang baba na ito, no? So, pwede ko itanong to sa finals. Number 98. Which statement best explain why lactation is normally suppressed during pregnancy? So, letter B is the answer. Majority of you got it naman to. So, estrogen progesterone blocks the prolactin action. No? Prolactin is high throughout the pregnancy kasi diba kaya nga yung lumalaki din yung boobs ng pregnant mother in preparation for lactation. Fetal adrenal gland does not produce sufficient estradiol. Parang wala naman siyang kinalaman sa lactation. Maternal anterior pituitary hormones are suppressed. Maternal anterior, well, does not explain lactation are suppressed. No? Hindi naman siya. Saka may prolactin ka eh. Production ka ng prolactin eh. So, hindi rin eh. No? So, letter B is the best answer. So, number 99. Ralph, bababa ulit. Yan, last na to. During lactation, which occurs when an infant sucks the nipple. So, the magnocellular neurons will be activated. Wala naman sumagot na. Okay. Release of oxytocin from the anterior pituitary gland. Saan ba nare-release ang oxytocin? Ay, di ba? Sa posterior pituitary. So, letter C is the answer. Naku, pag Dr. Tan, huwag kayong answer ng all of the above. Pampagulo. So, letter C is the answer, no? Ang result is majority answer letter B, oh. But tignan nyo, hindi naman siya nare-release sa anterior pituitary, sa posterior siya, no? So, letter C is the answer. And then number 100, during labor, no, strong uterine contraction are due to the high levels of oxytocin. Ayan, 92% got it correctly. Ayan talaga answer for oxytocin. Okay? So, yeah. That's for pregnancy.
Okay. Sige. Questions for LE5? So, tama, no? We have 2 corrections. Yung 72 and... Teka lang. 72 and yung sa part ko na dalawa yung answers. Sige, palitan ko na ngayon. And then, please check kung magbago yung scores nyo, ha. 72. So, instead of B, it's letter D, sorry. And then, anong number yung isa? Number 7. Okay. So, for number 7, dalawa yung answer. Number 7. Number 7. Letter A or B? Okay. Sige, please check nga if nagbago na yung ano nyo. Ayan. So, 93 na yung highest natin. Nadagdagan pa siya. Okay. Sige. Sige, Dr. Chua, announcements for this afternoon's session. Meron ba?
Sige, kahit 1:30 na tayo mag-start. Basta answer the formative activities for general sciences.